Yo, it's Shady Boss, spawning in cold, stone and a torch, no silver, just gold. Naked and broke, but I move with a plan, farming these nodes with a rock in my hand, chopping these trees like I'm setting a tone, building my base out of nothing but bone. Got traps at the door, yeah, I'm cooking with flair. Step on my land, say a quick prayer. I wire like Tesla, or maybe just guessing. Hook my fridge up to the light, now I'm stressing. Solar on the roof, battery fried. Turret turned on and it cooked my hide. Farm runs deep, I don't mess with the roads. Got my own grind, I'm stacking my loads. Recycling junk while I freestyle fate. Raid me, you better not show up late. From bandit to outpost, name rings loud. Solar squad, I stand out in the crowd.
What up, survivors? It's your boy, Shady Boss 420, and this is episode 3 of how to get a start on a high pop server as a solo. Now, as you can see here, we did get raided. I did end up getting a tier 1 in episode 3 before, but I lost the recording. I had an issue with the file, so I'm gonna have to redo getting a tier 1 anyway, so I'm just gonna leave that here. It looks like we got raided again since I was last on this server. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that's very important if you're getting raided over and over again, and that is move base locations. So none of this loot here is super great. I am going to take the incendiary rifle ammo, the food, some water. I'm not worried about the landmine. Can be some gunpowder if I break it down. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna pick up my bag and these furnaces so we keep that progress. I'm not gonna take the tier 1 because in this episode I'm also going to show you how to get a tier 1. I have learned some blueprints, just 2 so far. But like I said, I lost the recording for that footage, so I can't relearn those blueprints, but I will show you how to get some scrap, get your tier 1, start working on your blueprints, get metal tools. So first thing I gotta do here is hit a tree. There's a lot of hitting trees in this game, especially when you get raided. I think I'm probably gonna move the base. I'm looking somewhere over in this area or this area. I might not show the actual base location on the map as the server is in one of the original footages, so don't need to be giving too much away to you guys. But anyways, yeah. And this is what I was saying in the first episode too, the most important thing about Rust, and especially playing solo, is that you can't give up when you die or get raided. You can't rage quit. You gotta just keep picking yourself up, you know. So first thing I'm gonna do is craft a hammer and a building plan. Sorry if you hear me stuffed up or sniffling in this episode. I'm coming down with a bit of a cold. And this is another thing that like community servers are nice for, is you can get community servers where there's instant craft and you don't have to wait for your stuff to craft. Like I said, I'll be leaving the rest of this stuff here. Eat that cake. Oh, I guess I gotta go. There we go, eat the cake. Okay. Oh, they took my clothes. Oh yeah, they killed me. Yeah. Alright, so just head over here. Try and find a stone node is what we need. Get some. Oh, what the fuck? I died from the cold. Oh, that's great. And that is why you always watch your health bar, which I was not doing. Okay, we're gonna pick a random spawn. We're way down here now. You know, that might not... We do lose our furnaces in that. But, that might not be too bad. That's why I should have probably left the bag down and got my tools and that before I did that, but I was not really thinking. So I guess in this episode, we'll be starting from scratch. I can try to make my way back to my body, get those furnaces if nobody gets them. Actually, you know what? I might try to do that. This being a high pop server, there is a chance that somebody will happen across my body. I'm gonna try, since I'm trying to do the tier 1 in this episode, I'm gonna try and grab some scrap along the way. Hit this in case we need new furnaces. You know, we might actually leave those furnaces because there is quite a few red barrels on this part of the map. Might save us some time in the episode. I am trying to keep these around 30 minutes. Some of them are a little bit over, but that's okay. And hitting barrels, especially with a rock, is very risky in a high pop server, but sometimes you gotta do it. And if you hit the rim of the barrel right here, it breaks it a little bit faster, I notice. Alright, now that it's becoming a little more bright out, hit this last barrel. And now I'm going, I might hit up, hold on, let me see here. Any cloth? I don't see any hemp. I'm gonna see if there's a crate over at these little drops here. Yeah, there's a crate right there. And like I said in the first episode, when I do farm the roads, I usually just farm the crates because the barrels are, like, hitting the barrels attracts a lot of attention. And attention is not something you want in this game. Okay, we got some hemp over here. Another hemp plant over here. And I think I see our... Oh, that's a pig. Okay. Oh, there's a third hemp plant right there. And you know what? This is gonna be one of those scenarios where I think I'm gonna throw down a bag before I get a base up just to give me a respawn in the general area. Okay, we're gonna throw this bag down. That gives us a respawn. That is not really the greatest bag skin to use for an open bag because it is a neon glowing bag, but okay, let's see. We got a hatchet, got a pickaxe. Okay, we got a building plan. We need a hammer, a TC. We'll probably put wooden doors on for now. I'm lagging a lot right now. Wow, this is some real lag we got going. That ain't good. We're at 19 scrap. We get a couple more crates. We'll have our tier 1, which is the goal for this episode. Get our base relocated, get a tier 1. If I refine that, not low grade, crude oil, that'll give me my furnaces back. The nearest place with a refinery that I see would be a power plant. I am gonna have to get some clothing to go there. So we'll have to get a little more cloth. What do we have for clothing? We got a hat. That's it. Let's get some mushrooms in us here. Oh, there's a base right there. Oh, but a wall there. Anytime you're near bases, make sure you're watching the ground because there can be traps near them. Gonna jump up to this raided base here. See if we can snag ourselves a furnace. Oh, the lag is real. I just heard the mushrooms I ate like a while ago. Oh wow, I'm back over here. That's really laggy. Yeah, we're just gonna get out of here because this is... I think it's lagging on this portion of the map from all the bases. Got some more hemp. There's an outpost. Okay. We can craft. We'll wait till we get some more hemp. The lag is unreal. Never had this much lag. Hopefully the PS5 version won't have that shit. Looking forward to that. Okay, where is power here? We'll run the road to power, get our... Oh, can I kill this deer? No, no, not gonna catch him. Okay, we'll run the road. Oh my god, I'm gonna die just from this lag. It's unreal. Well, there's some wooden armor that helps. Some more cloth. Craft a shirt. Now for power plant, we need a decent bit of rad protection. We're definitely gonna get our tier 1 back and we'll probably learn some good shit. I do have the metal pick already learnt on this server because I lost my recording for this episode, but it's only like 150 scrap that I use, so... Yeah, see if I can craft a pair of pants now. Okay, throw that on. It's my rad protection, 13%. See if I can get a little more cloth. Definitely got our furnaces almost all the way back now. Keeping an eye out for players. Gonna hit that crate up. Loop back around the power plant. Maybe grab another red barrel. Alright. Grab that food crate. Okay, so we definitely got all the materials we need here. For our tier 1, some blueprints. Let's just hope we don't die here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go straight for the refinery. Turn it on. Put our best shit in here. Turn that on. Run through this pipe. It's not a milk crate this time, but it's at least a crate. A rusty pipe. Run up here. Grab that crate. Run back through here. Grab our scrap. That's just a health crate in there. I'm not going in there for that. Let me grab that diesel fuel though. Oh shit. Got enough for 2 furnaces so far. We'll leave that running. Alright, so this building here has another crate that can sometimes be a milk crate. It's not right now. Got some gears, and there's also another recycler in this building. We're gonna throw the gun bodies. Just recycle everything that gives scrap at this point. I'm gonna recycle the tarps. Might as well do that bandana. We can't put that on anyways. Turn this shit on. Keep an eye out while you're doing this. Okay, take all that. Jump down here. And this is actually a really good monument to build by. There are a few more crates you can grab with just a little bit of clothing on. I'm not going to grab them right now because I don't have a base down. I am going to try and swing back by the refinery. Still going, so nobody's touched it yet. Grab that shit. And we'll be on our way. So we got a pretty good start at this point. And honestly, this start should have been in the first video because this was like a perfect start on a high pop server, and I'm already under 30 minutes. I just gotta harvest some shit, cook some shit, and I'm good. So, but this is, again, I'm turning this into a beginner solo how-to series on a high pop server, and we're keeping it unofficial. So. And one of those main things is just picking yourself back up once you get raided. Sometimes you come back stronger, you know? So. Okay, time to get a base set up. You know what, this might not be a bad little spot for a base if I can build here. I think it's too close to the monument. There's a base over there too. Yeah, head a little more over by Dome. I gotta get some more stone anyways. Now, another thing is, even though this is a high pop server, the time of day I am on is around 1 o'clock p.m., 1 o'clock p.m. for the time of the server. And usually the late night people who are up all night playing, they're usually crashed out at this point. Plus it's also a Sunday, so the pop of the server is a little lower at this moment, but sometimes that's good. I think that's still too close. There's a base right there. Hit up this stone node. Alright, time to build a base. I should have recycled those salvage shelves as well. That would have helped me with getting metal stuff quicker, but definitely got to get a base down here because we got a decent start this time from getting raided. So. And I feel like this will be a little bit easier of a part of the map. Don't want to build that close to the road. The road's right there. People run the road quite a bit. Might head up over here a little bit. I think we're gonna get started on an actual build for a base, a decent base in this episode, so it's gonna be a 2x1 to start again, but the way I'm gonna expand it, I might want a little bit more space than building into a rock. This doesn't look like a terrible spot over here. I might head up this way a bit. Right here looks like a good spot. There is a base there. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, I think we're gonna start right here. Think this will work. And just so you know, that is how you're supposed to build your airlock. The way I had it before with the door on this side, you're not really supposed to do that for expansion purposes and whatnot. But you can still have it like I showed in my previous episode, where that works as an airlock. Oh, I got a metal door. Better get started on that TC too. And a bag. Throw a roof on here. Throw our metal door on. Okay, we're locked in. This is sketchy though, because somebody could build me in at this point, because I don't have a tool covered down, so it's a very dangerous thing to do the way I did it there, but... we actually have enough for another metal door. Put that one on. We'll also craft 3 furnaces. There we go. Only got enough wood for 2 furnaces right now. Okay, we're authorized. We're safe for now. Throw all that shit in there. Throw a lock on the TC. Gotta eat some food here. Okay, get our bag down. Might as well take... Oh, we don't even have enough wood to do that yet. Okay, so this door, very important you have it open this way, so it blocks the other door when it's open. When they're both open, they won't be able to get through the first door because this door will block it. So it's good to do it like that. Now we're gonna quickly go hit a tree. Okay. Got one more maybe. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Not good. Not good. Okay. Almost lost our furnaces there. This dude's probably door camping me right now, but I'm not too worried about it. See, I did learn, well, some of this stuff was just blueprints I picked up, but this here I learned these two last time I recorded this episode. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do here to try to avoid being killed by that dude out there. We got some armor on. Don't know if we have enough materials, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see. I need a little more. I do have enough metal frags, but I don't have enough to make nails for the nail gun. Might give it a shot though. I think it's 16 hours. Craft a nail gun. Need 8 metal frags. God damn. Oh. You could just wait this guy out, but people have a lot of patience for camping. So what I'm going to recommend doing here with your whatever scrap you have from this point, learn as much as you can. So I'm going to learn that sword. I'm going to learn the hatchet, because those are very important things to have. And then I don't really have enough for anything else. I can learn the barricade cover. Might not be a bad thing to do for now, just to waste up that scrap so nobody can take it. Put everything in here. I am gonna lose the shit I got on me if I die, but we're gonna have to just give it a shot. We got 6 shots here. And a good way you can check if they're still there is if you have a fire going, but I do not have any wood to have a fire going, so. I did just hear him outside, though. Leather for that shit. Where's my nearest bag? It's not too far of a run from here. Yeah, that dude is not right here, so we're good for now. And we do have a gun, so we're good. We'll get a couple shots off on him at least. Comes back. Definitely need to get some wood for the base though. Now we are on that half-hour mark. I'm gonna just load up the TC, get that metal cooking that we did have, maybe grab a little more metal, and then I'll probably record episode 2 some point today, or episode 4 some point today, continuing on from this spot, but it'll literally be, I probably won't even log off. So, we're in a pretty good start here. And this is definitely how you want to come back from getting raided, is come back stronger. You'd be surprised, sometimes you snowball a little quicker even without killing people, so. Should keep this nail gun in our hotbar here when we're not farming. And that is how important it is to learn building, like to build quickly, because definitely if I would have built that too slow, that guy would have killed me before I even got the base finished, so. Practice building on a build server if you need to get it down. And in the next episode, we will be expanding the base into a more defendable base, because a 2x1 without any traps is kind of hard to defend. So we'll make it more defendable, maybe put a refinery in it. A couple tricks for that. Keeping an eye out here. He might live over at that base there. I didn't see that when I built my base, but our base will be looking better than that by the end of the next episode, so. I'll load up these furnaces here. Alright, so that's how to get a tier 1, how to get a weapon. Could have also crafted a bow with wood and cloth. We did have enough for that. I just felt like a nail gun against his gun was a little more easier to do. But he probably knows where we live now, so he'll come back later, but we'll try to get the base a little more defendable by then. Anyways, this has been episode 3 of how to get a start on a high pop server as a solo with Shitty Boss 420. Please leave your comments in the thoughts below, or please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more content. Peace out.